Wow, such Dogecoin. Very podcast. Much history. Amaze. What? Crack the code on the web's friendliest cryptocurrency, the Dogecoin. Who let the Doge out? We did in episode number 20 of the Bad Crypto Podcast. Much feels excite.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition.
Who's bad?
And here we are with a special edition of the Bad Crypto Podcast. Special because you're special and because it's episode 20. This is the podcast for the crypto curious, and I'm Joel Comm along with my co-host, Mr. Travis Wright. Hello, Travis.
Oh, I was looking for the mic. There it is.
There it is, sniffing around. You're getting all dogy up in your microphone. Who let the Doge out?
Who
We're going to let the Doge out. Yeah, this is going to be a great episode. But before we get started on this super fun cryptocurrency with probably the best community on all of the webs, we want to give a shout out to all of you. Thank you for listening to this podcast, which is now heard in 125 countries around the world. How many countries are there, Travis?
Well, it was like 180, 190, 200. I don't know. Why do you throw me on the spot like that? Like I know, like I'm Travipedia.
I'm Googling it right now. There's 195 countries.
195 countries in the world. But we're also
Today.
listened in Mars and we in the USS space station thing. That's listening there. Probably in other countries and planets around the Milky Way. I don't know. We can either confirm or nor deny.
We are galactic, at least universal. I
want
know.
to believe, Joel. I want to believe. Thank
you for the listens, for the reviews, and of course, remember to follow us on all the social platforms. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
Make sure you prescribe to this.
Subscribe and share.
It's your weekly medicine to prescribe to the show.
Of course, we are not financial advisors. That sounds like a robot. We are not financial advisors. Do not take anything we say seriously. Do your own due diligence. 0111001
20002 what? 2 does not compute.
Yeah. So make sure you check out the disclaimers because be responsible for your own monies, okay?
And do not drink and drive.
Yes, definitely do not drink and drive. Listen to Mr. Travis Wright. He knoweth of what he speaks. Travis, we got a fresh question.
We have questions and answers. Great stuff. We have a question from Harry Baldum. He asked on our Facebook page, hey guys, listen to your podcast on keeping track of your coins. Spreadsheets? Too clumsy. Blockfolio app? Good for on the go, but no data import that I can see. Entering individually is too hard. You need to know about coin tracking. It's the best that I've found. So this is not necessarily a question as it is a comment or a tip, which we also...
It's not a question at all. There's no question.
I don't see any question. He was basically just stating. So we
Which
have a
is
statement.
good.
Yeah.
We need all the help we can get, and we depend on you guys. Many of you are sending us tips and suggestions. So, Harry, thank you for that.
Just a tip. Thanks, Harry.
Cointracking.info is actually the website, and I've signed up. It's free. Sign up for a free account, and basically you can import from the various exchanges, most of the popular exchanges, from Coinbase, Poloniex, Bittrex, and a bunch of others. You can import your trades. And you can put in, I bought X number of this coin at this amount on this day, and it's got analysis. It does charts and shows all your trades and has your capital gains in there so you could report your taxes accurately. And it's even got a thing you could export for your CPA so that it makes it easy for them to understand what you're doing.
Man, you have just sold me right now. I'm signing up for free right now. And we have no monetary compensation on this at all. We just literally said, wow, what a great tip from Harry. And thank you for that. Cointracking.info is the site. And for Harry giving us such an amazing tip, we are going to give him 1 million bad coin. So, Harry, make sure to message us with your BitShares ID, and we will shoot that cash money over to you. Cash
do
tokens.
it on our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/bad crypto. And make sure you guys go and like the page there. And if you don't know how to get free bad coin for yourself, well, then where you been? Because we talk about it all the time. Just go to the website and just search for bad coin at badcryptopodcast.com.
And it is not cash money. It is token non-money. Not cash money. Token non-money.
Well, we're going to bundle the news with today's feature because the news is related to the feature, and the feature is about the news, and it's just trust me on this. Let's go to it. Well, Travis, we are going to talk about Dogecoin, and I think pretty soon that bizarre intro that I had is going to make sense to our listeners.
Yeah, that's good because it took a while for me to actually make sense of it all. And, the more you learn about the Dogecoin, the more you get it. It's an endearing coin. And you were right when you talked at the beginning of the show where it is the web's most friendly crypto community out there. They really are friendly. It's good stuff.
It's number 38 right now on coinmarketcap.com with a market capitalization of just over 196 million. There are 110, almost 111 billion Doge coins that are in circulation. And this all started out as an internet meme and kind of a joke.
If you want to know the origin of your meme, you want to tap into it. So this is really the Doge, and this is all about the interior monologue captioning of what a dog might sound like if it was talking back to you. That's actually the origin of that, and it's misspelled. Obviously, it's Doge it's dog with an E at the end, and this. I think it started back in like 2005 is when that happened, as it was mentioned in an episode of Homestar Runner way back in the day. You remember that show?
I do, yeah. And they did some great computer games, adventures around Homestar Runner, funny stuff. And
Homestar calls Strongbad his Doge.
Yeah, Strongbad. In the episode titled BizCaz Fry 1, Homestar calls Strongbad his Doge, D-O-G-E, while trying to distract him from his work. And the Doge itself is a slang for dog, and you've probably seen the dog that's associated with it's pictures of a Shiba Inus. It's pronounced Shiba. It's spelled S-H-I-B-A, and the dog is a what is he? A Chinese breed?
Japanese, I believe.
Japanese. Okay, pardon me for my political incorrectness of not knowing which part of
it's an Asian dog, Joel.
Continent of Asia that the dog is from. But I think you're correct. And so you've seen the dog in memes, and often the memes have the monologue captions, and you can go anywhere that memes are posted, and usually they have the dog's face with what he's thinking, and it's always in a Comic Sans font, which is like the worst font, for professionals to use. Everybody makes fun of it, but it makes total sense that a dog would use it.
Yeah, it does. And so it's sort of the again, back to the origins of it. It's kind of like how, you talk to a little baby or you talk to your dog, and this is what the dog would sound like if it was talking back to you. And so there's a lot of funny images of that. And they said that, and actually it took inspiration from the old lolcats. Remember those lolcats from back in the day?
Of course, lolcats are awesome. They still are. And breeding cats is also awesome as far as I'm concerned.
Wow. Okay.
Some people take exception to breeding cats, especially cat lovers. I've never personally breaded a cat, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google.
I actually have no idea what you're talking
You
about.
don't? Oh, so cat breading is where they take a piece of bread and they basically hollow out the place where the cat's face would go, and then they put it on the cat's head. So basically the bread frames the cat's face, and usually the cats aren't very happy about it, but it's a thing. I didn't invent it. I'm just laughing at it.
Wow. Now, I did actually just see a Doge Twinkie. Much cake, do want, such sponge. Amazing.
Okay, so we found a great page on thetoast.net, which we will link in the show notes, along with much links from this episode, and it's called A Linguist Explains the Grammar of Doge. Wow. And there's a great picture. It's Bob Ross, the painter, the now deceased painter that used to make happy little clouds. In fact, I learned how to paint from him with the dog's face in place of Bob Ross's, and it says, Amaze Afro, very art, much PBS, many happy, so paint, wow. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. And so once Bitcoin was launched, and Litecoin was launched, this was one of the first few cryptocurrencies that was launched back in the day. Correct? I mean, I don't know what numerically when or which one in numeric order it was, but I know it was one of the first ones.
Yeah, it was. And the website for it is dogecoin.com, D-O-G-E coin.com. I used to think it was Dogecoin, which also works, but I'm sure that those in the community that are listening to this episode right now are both cheering and cringing at the same time as we feebly try to make sense of this thing. So we're going to refer you to Dogecoin.com, and this is where we've done a lot of our research on it. And so let's talk about what Dogecoin is, Travis.
Yeah, so Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency, and it has, as you mentioned, we were looking at the thing, it has 110 billion in circulation. It's worth about, what is it, 1/100 of a penny? 1/10 of a penny?
Let's see, .001. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a very small fraction. To give you an example, I think I own maybe 200,000 Doge, which, let me again get my fancy schmancy Texas Instruments.
Why you got to be bragging about all this Dogecoin you have, Joel? That is just bragger.
It sits on my desk. I actually have an old Texas Instruments calculator. So that's worth about $340. And I bought it really because I love the community and the idea behind it. And we're going to be sharing some of the things that people are doing with Doge. But what you need to know is it's completely anonymous. It is decentralized, and it's very secure. You can use it with a wallet. There's lots of different wallets. In fact, when you go to the website, you can download it to your desktop. You can have a paper wallet. You can have it on your Android or your iOS.
Even a BlackBerry.
Yep, a BlackBerry. There's a web wallet, and it's really easy to use. And the steps are this. Step 1, get a wallet. Step 2, get some Dogecoin. And that's really all you need to know. But step 3 would be use your Dogecoin, and they say step 4 is stay up to date. But really, it's just a matter of getting a wallet and getting some Dogecoin. And then once you have it, you can use it, and you can send super fast, speedy, anonymous, secure transactions to somebody else with a Dogecoin wallet.
Which is kind of funny. I was looking at this, and this link will be in there in the show notes as well. But Dogecoin is not the only currency that is an animal-based mascot, and these are some other ones that are out there as well. There's the one called True Flip, which is a dolphin. There is Neon Coin, which is the neon, based on the neon cat meme. That's that cat in a Pop-Tart
flying through space
with a rainbow behind him or whatever. There's Panda Coin as well, and New Coin, New N-E-U. What is that? It looks like a squirrel. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's their mascot. It's a blue squirrel, and we'll link to this page in the show notes. And maybe some of these others have some usage, but really Dogecoin is the only one that's actually really big. Again, it's number 38 in coin market cap today. And the funny thing is it's based on a meme dog that you are correct. It's a real Japanese Shiba Inu, and his name is Kobosu. That's where it came from. There's an actual picture of this dog, which you'll see again and again. If you don't know it, you will recognize it.
That's the dog that's in the picture on our iTunes and podcast page, right? So
exactly, we pay tribute to the Doge because we're silly, and because we're 12 years old. Well, I'm 12. How old were you again? You're 11. Yeah, you're 13. Okay, I will respect my elders then.
Much grammar, varied language, so English.
Yes, the Doge really kind of represents the spirit of this podcast. And, we talked how there is a big community and a really friendly community. With most of these coins, you go, okay, where do I find a Bitcoin community? Well, there's websites, such as Reddit that have a Reddit dedicated to Bitcoin, and there's different forum sites, but they're all very serious about it. If you go to the Dogecoin Reddit, which of course is reddit.com/r/Dogecoin, you will see that this is a really friendly place to be. In fact, Reddits can be customized by the owner of the Reddit, and this one uses a Comic Sans font, of course.
And I was looking to see how much a Shiba Inu dog would be, and then I think it would be so meta to buy a Shiba Inu dog with Dogecoin. That would be pretty epic. My guess is probably several $100s, if not even $1,000 or more.
I would guess that they're not cheap. What is the value of a meme coin, right? As you look through this Reddit, it's very comprehensive in terms of the content. There's pinned topics for beginners. There's a link that says mine if you want to learn how to mine Dogecoin. There's another that says learn. There's a tip bot so that you can automatically tip people into their wallets. And that's what I noticed. In fact, when I posted in this Reddit just a few weeks ago that we put Doge onto the Bad Crypto podcast cover, people were sending me tips, small tips, 50 Doge, so one of them sent me 100 Doge, and I'm like, wait, how does this even work? I don't even understand it. And you can discover how that works here. But the topics here are more about community than about the price of the coin. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it's about what you can do with it. I mean, it's really interesting. If you go to reddit.com/r/Dogecoin, you can take a look at that, and you're going to scroll through here, and you're going to see people who have done interesting things with it. I saw a couple weeks ago, some dude had taken, I think it was about maybe 10,000 Dogecoin or something, and bought some pizzas for a nursing home. There's all kinds of people who are, it's really a great thing to use on the internet for tipping. That's one of the things that happens quite a bit with this community is, they love tipping because, it's worth what, 0.0017. So it's not even worth a penny. It's less than a penny. Oh, I just checked it out. It would cost about 880,000 Dogecoin to actually buy a Doge.
Well, there you go. Now you know. They had a contest a few years ago. That's how long Dogecoin's been around. They had a contest, and I guess late 2013 and early 2014, it was called the Dogecoin Hype Video Contest, and people were challenged to make the best video they could about Dogecoin. And we're going to embed the winner, which is called D is for Dogecoin. And of course, on the Dogecoin, like Bitcoin has a B, Dogecoin has a D with a little slash through the left side of it. And this video, it's about 1:19. That's getting close to 1 million views, and it's just super funny. And if you watch that video, again, it's embedded at badcryptopodcast.com in the show notes.
So D is for Dogecoin, B is for Bitcoin. What's C for?
Cookie.
That's correct. That is the correct. C is for
Ding,
cookie.
ding, ding, ding,
That's
ding.
good enough for me.
Yes.
Good job. Nice job on that.
Before the show, we were actually referencing some old Sesame Street songs, which we will not revisit at this time.
Oh, I was almost about to revisit right there, but we will not talk about the Ladybug Picnic.
Crypto extra one day. But of course, once you see this video, you'll see in the right column on YouTube, if you go to YouTube to see it, all the suggested. And there's so many fun videos. There's one, Dogecoin versus Litecoin, and why Dogecoin is among the best. There's the Dogecoin quest. There's, wow, such money. What is Dogecoin? And the list goes on of videos that this community has created around this super fun currency that not only are they a fun community, but they're all about giving back. They're all about supporting one another. In fact, if you go to the subreddit for Dogecoin right now, pinned to the very top is announcing Doge for Family House, raising 1.5 million Doge for a nonprofit organization that gives temporary housing to families of seriously ill children receiving treatment at UCSF Benoif's. I'm sorry,
It's
my
Benioff's.
pronunciation. Yeah, Benioff's.
Yeah. The CEO of Salesforce there, right?
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. See, more ignorance from me and brilliance from Travis Wright. Benioff's Children's Hospital in San Francisco. And this was posted about a month ago. There's 205 comments on it, 184 upvotes. Oh, now 185 because I just upvoted it as well.
And if you look at it, I mean, this right here, 1.5 million Dogecoin, that's approximately $3,000. Right, maybe a little bit less than a little bit less than $3,000. So that's interesting that they're doing that. And see, they do these things all the time. They've had another scenario where the Dogecoin community, they expanded their charity effort and they were providing socks to the homeless. And so they were doing that. They did this back in January of this year. Shiba's for Socks project in LA. So they were collecting money. DogecoinMultisig.org was the platform that people would go there, and they donated hundreds and hundreds of pairs of new socks directly to the homeless there right before Christmas last year.
Yeah, and so there's actually on this page, it tells you that you can donate directly by using a command on Reddit. And you'll see if you click that that post and go down, it says you could donate to the house with /u/so Doge tip, and there's a command that gives you the wallet. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and try it right now. I'm going to type in and give back what I know I have in my wallet to this thing. And so if you look at this post, you'll see Joel Kahn with the Doge tip. Hopefully it worked, but I think it's really cool that the command is built in. I hope I did it right. I think I did it right. You're just supposed to type it in.
Oh yeah,
so
and then you type it in. You type in /u/so Doge tip, and then your ID. It looks like you type in your public key, and then how much Doge you want to tip.
It's pretty cool that the community works like this, and you guys can actually get free Dogecoin. In fact, Travis, you discovered this, so why don't you tell them about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a link for you. It is badco.in/free Doge. And there's this website it's called a faucet. And what this faucet does is you can go there every hour and you basically have to fill out a CAPTCHA. Once you fill out the CAPTCHA to prove that you're you, then this actually allows you to get some Doge. I'm actually doing it right now. I'm clicking roll, boom. I just won 0.44 Doge, right? So
that sounds so funny. I'm doing it right now.
Right now, much Doge, getting some. Yeah, so and then what happens is there are you click the button and then it rolls. It gives you a number between 0 and 10,000. And if you get 0 to 9885, it gives you a certain amount of Doge. At this particular point, based on the price of Doge, it's 0.44. The number fluctuates over time, right? And so then once you get your free Doge, then you can sit on it and just click it again every hour. Or they have another feature in there where you can multiply your Doge, and you're actually playing this high-low game, which if you click the, you're either going to bet high or you're going to bet low. And if the number is, between 1 and 42.50, then that's low. And then if you click low, then you would win. And then if it's between 52.50 and 10,000 and you click bet high, then you win. But there's this number of 500 in the middle, which is no man's land, so you don't win there. So you can actually just go in here and kind of play around and bet a little bit here and there. Like I just bet 0.024 and I won a little bit of Doge. So now I'm up to
I bet it all
0.46.
and I lost it. like that.
I
with
always
one
seem to
spin.
lose all of it. I've never been able to actually withdraw any on this because I always seem to end up losing it all. So
Well, because your win chance is 47.5%. It's like any other, this is not really gambling because they're giving you the coin to use. So I would imagine this is completely legal because you don't deposit money to it. They're giving you something free to play with, and basically you spin to win.
there you go. Spend to win. So, yes, you can have free Dogecoin. You can do that literally every hour you're awake. And, if you get to 100 Dogecoin, I believe you can then withdraw it to your own Dogecoin wallet that you had set up somewhere. So,
Free
enjoy,
Doge.
have fun. Free Doge.
Many happy, excite.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So there's a few other stories that we want to tell you about, and this would kind of be the newsy stuff that we refer to. And then we're going to tell you what we're going to do with any Dogecoin that is tipped to us. So first of all, let's talk about the Dogecoin Olympics. Yeah, you found this story. Tell me a little bit about what this is.
Yeah, so it's great. In 2014, back in January 2014, the Dogecoin community, they raised $30,000 in Dogecoin, and they helped send the Jamaican bobsled team to the Winter Olympics. They did not have enough money, and I think this kind of goes back to that old Disney movie, right, where the Jamaican bobsled Cool Running. Yes, that was on the tip of my tongue, but I could not remember it. I'm glad that you remembered it. And so they were unable to get to the Olympics, and then Dogecoin kept on. They come on in, and so what's funny is there's actually a picture of the Dogecoin colored bobsled.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I guess they wouldn't have been able to travel to the Winter Olympics in Sochi that year because they needed about $40,000 to pay for equipment and travel to Russia. And the Dogecoin community came together to make this
26 million Doge was donated at the time of writing. Also in 2014, they donated money to a NASCAR driver. They helped raise over $50,000 for NASCAR driver Josh Weiss back in 2014, and so they right there on the racing Phil Parsons racing team. There was the Dogecoin right there on the race car, and it says Dogecoin on the back. So it was just another one of those advertisements that pop up on the car. But since they helped push them over the edge, it also made an appearance in the Sprint Cup series as well. So so it's kind of funny how the community is they come together for these interesting things, and they say, I got a bunch of this Dogecoin, and they just donate it.
Come together. Dogecoin. Shibidi-dibidi-inu. Sheebs. So that's actually what people in the community call each other. They're sheebs, right? Shibes. Shiba is a Shiba Inu, but sheebs are those that are part of the community. And of course, just like any other cryptocurrency, there are vulnerabilities. In fact, you also, Travis, came upon this story called The Dark Days of Dogecoin, how scammers and bandits brought down crypto's friendliest currency. Not Doge.
Yeah, Doge
so
too.
bad. Not excite. What happened?
Yeah, it's one thing when, as you mentioned, somebody's grabbing on Bitcoin or Ethereum, when those that actually have some substantial value. But when somebody comes after Dogecoin, which is just a friendly, fun meme, or they're doing charitable things, I mean that's really, really just very poor human.
No
human
bueno.
issues.
They should go to the
Value.
dog house, the Doge house.
They should. Yeah, the first hack of the coin happened like less than 20 days after the currency had launched. About 21 million Dogecoin at the time was about 12 grand. That was stolen from Doge wallet, and they said, we're gonna keep the joke alive, and the community they raised the amount of money from the web wallet to reimburse victims from the hack. So how sweet is that? It was like even that happened. They even donated to help those people back. And so then, other stuff was happening, and then there was this moolah exchange, and there was some corruption and stuff going on there, and just bad people do bad things at times. But what's great about this is that the Dogecoin community always, comes back. And, it looks like the founder of the Moolah crypto exchange had raised somewhere between $750,000 from mostly teenagers that were getting their first taste of the cryptocurrency world. And, then some crazy stuff happened there, and people were targeted, and I don't really know the whole story, what was going on. But even when you have a fun one, a good community that's doing great stuff, hackers still try to come and add darkness to it. But you know what? They did not let that deter them. They've kept on, and they've kept growing. And I got to say this, Joel, using and transferring Dogecoin, it is one of the fastest transfers that I've seen. It compares with like Ripple, and it compares with Stellar Lumens with how fast those transactions happen.
Yeah, and for those of you that are holding bad coin in your BitShares wallet, you can actually purchase Dogecoin on BitShares as well. Now, I'm not sure that your bad coin is enough to actually purchase Dogecoin. It might
There's
be.
no atomic swap for a Dogecoin to bad coin.
I don't think there is, but if you own some BitShares, which you're going to want to, if you're going to play with the bad coin, you'll need to have some BitShares in order to cover the transaction fees, at least, which are minimal, but you got to have some. And I think we'll probably create a bad crypto extra that walks people through how to actually get money that's worth something into the BitShares wallet, but you can buy Dogecoin there as well. And so before we wrap this up, I know that we're going to get tips in Dogecoin from people in the Doge community, and we appreciate that, and we've got a wallet that is set up. But what we want to let you know is that we are going to donate every Doge that we get for the Bad Crypto podcast, and we're going to send it to a charity which you may have heard of. They're called waterislife.com. If you guys have ever seen the First World Problems video on YouTube, it's the one where you've got people in Haiti standing in front of their hovels, right? Their homes they're just not places that those of us in the Western world live, and they are saying things like, I hate when my cable goes out, or I hate when I say no pickles on my hamburger and they give me pickles. They basically hijacked the hashtag First World Problems.
I hate when they misspell my name on my Starbucks coffee.
Right. And they've had something like 25 million views between YouTube and Facebook. So you've probably encountered them before. And 10,000 people a day die of waterborne illnesses, and the water that they drink in many of these places is sludge. It's so laden with bacteria, and unfortunately the majority of the people that die are children. And I'm actually on the board of Water is Life. I've been dear friends with the founder, Ken Surratt, for probably about 14, 15 years now, and for most of these years, 100% of the donations to Water is Life go directly to bringing clean water solutions to third world countries. So Travis and I have decided that we are going to donate any Doge that come our way, and really just hand the wallet over to Water is Life so that they can use the Doge to save lives.
Absolutely. And that's a great cause, because you know what? We all need water. And in a lot of these third world and developing countries, the water there is disgusting. And this right here is a great cause to help ensure that those fine folks over there have some nice, delicious, healthy tasting water.
Yeah.
So thank you for any Dogecoin that you drop our way. We will pass it on up. In the spirit of the Dogecoin community, we want to make sure that we're going to give it away to a very good charitable cause.
Much water, very health, excite.
Great stuff. So this has been, this episode right here was pretty much only about the Doge. And we love the Doge. That's one of the coins that we enjoy holding.
Because it's all about that Doge, no Bitcoin.
Wow, Amaze. So I want to say thank you for tuning in. You guys are a great crowd. This has been episode 20, and we really appreciate you guys tuning in. We think that the bad coin and bad crypto community is probably the second friendliest community online behind the Dogecoin community. So we want to thank you all for tuning in. And if you like the show, rate it, review it, subscribe it, wrap it up, send it to a friend, get it on out there. This has been episode 20. Joel, what should people do?
Stay Doge.
Who's bad?
The Bad Crypto Podcast is a production of Bad Crypto LLC. The content of the show, the videos, and the website is provided for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. It's not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice of any kind. You shouldn't make any decisions as to finances, investing, trading, or anything else based on this information without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional financial advisor. Please understand that the trading of Bitcoins and alternative cryptocurrencies have potential risks involved. Anyone wishing to invest in any of the currencies or tokens mentioned on this podcast should first seek their own independent professional financial advisor.